go walk my lane, I know they look anybody face. She not be queen, now so I carry grace. Then they gossip, then they talk, but I know they fall. My confidence, not my crown, I go where I'm tall. I'm enough, I shine my light. No doubt me, I dey alright. If you see me, you go know my story. I dey celebrate my glory. For the city, I no send anybody matter. If I stumble small, I go stand up even faster. Self-love, now my code, they run for my blood. No man fit shake me, I dey stand like wood. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm on maybe the boss, I they set my pace. No competition, I they run my race. African goddess, I they my space. I love myself, I know they chase. All my girls, make we gather day. Your beauty no get validate you day by day. Make we loud down, no need to hide. African woman, we they shine. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I go walk my lane, I know they look anybody face. Chin up, I be queen, now so I carry grace. Then they gossip, then they talk, but I know they fall. My confidence, now my crown, I go where I'm tall. I'm in love, I shine my light. No doubt me, I dey alright. If you see me, you gon' know my story. I dey celebrate my glory. For this city, I no send anybody matter. If I stumble small, I go stand up even faster. Self-love, now my code. It dey run for my blood. Lord, Lord, no man fit shake me. I dey stand like wood. I'm enough, I shine my light. No doubt me, I dey alright. If you see me, you don't know my story. I dey celebrate my glory. I'm on a me be the boss, I dey set my pace. No competition, I dey run my race. African goddess, I dey in my space. I love myself, I know they chase. All my girls, make we gather day. Your beauty no get rival, I dey tell you day by day. Make we loud down, no need to hide. African woman, we dey shine. Now me and you, we dey break all the rules. When you touch me softly, body go they do twos. Your love they warm like the sun for August. Anytime you they close, no forget enough. Oh darling, carry me go. Wherever you there, I go follow. Your love they cure all my sorrow. Baby, my heart don't borrow. Any girl like me, I get wahala, but you they stay. You they wipe my tears away with the words you they say. I know feel like you they give me peace of mind. Among plenty people, now you I find. Oh darling, carry me go. Wherever you there, I go follow. Your love take cure all my sorrow. Baby, my heart don't borrow. Your touch they sweet like honey. It they make my mind they funny. Now you be my only, my one and only. No, let me go, I be your baby. Give me love, make we go far. You they shine bright, now you be my star. Together forever, no distance. With you my heart get balance. Oh, 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 na 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 na. Me and you, we dey break all the rules. When you touch me softly, body go dey do twos. Your love dey warm like the sun for August. Anytime you dey close, no fit get enough. Oh darling, carry me go wherever you dey, I go follow. Your love take cure all my sorrows. Baby, my heart don't borrow. Any girl like me, I get wahala, but you dey stay. You dey wipe my tears away with the words you dey say. I know feel like you dey give me peace of mind. Among plenty people, now you find. Oh darling, carry me go wherever you dey, I go follow. Your love take cure all my sorrows. Baby, my heart don't borrow. Your touch dey sweet like honey, they make my mind dey funny. Now you be my only, my one and only. No let me go. I be your baby, give me love, make we go far. You dey shine bright, now you be my star. Together forever, no distance. With you, my heart get balance. You dey set my heart on fire. Anytime you smile, my day so high. No competition, now you dey carry go. Our love pure, you know they ever go. With you, my joy, no they finish. Every moment fresh, no they diminish. You they understand me without say a word. For your heart, now there I belong. See the way you pamper me, they sweet my soul. When you laugh, my life, they play its role. No they do shakara, na me and you. Your love, they do miracle, not true. With you, my joy, no they finish. Every moment fresh, no they diminish. You they understand me without say a word. For your heart, now there I belong. Take my hand, make we start this dance. No delay, give our love a chance. I dey loyal, I dey ready. With you, my mind always steady. So let's move to the rhythm, make we shine our own. Together we strong, we dey build our throne. Forever now you, I know they pretend. My lover, my best friend. Set my heart on fire. Anytime you smile, my day so higher. No competition, now you they carry go. Our love pure, you know they ever cool. With you, my joy, no they finish. Every moment fresh, no they diminish. You don't understand me without say word. For your heart, now there I belong. See the way you pamper me, they sweet my soul. When you laugh, my life, they play it slow. No, they do shakara, na me and you. Your love, they do miracle, not true. It's you, my joy, no, they finish. Every moment fresh, no, they diminish. You they understand me without saying word. For your heart, now that I belong. Take my hand, make we start this dance. No delay, give our love a chance. Are they loyal, are they ready? With you, my mind always steady. So let's move to the rhythm, make we shine our own. Together we strong, we they build our throne. Forever now you, I know they pretend. My lover, my best friend. My lover, my best friend. I know they look for trouble, but I get my fire. If you touch my crown, you go tire. African beauty, skin they glowing. I know they fake 'em, now real life they show me. Now me they run my world, no dull my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mine. Now they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, make them decide. Me they run my world, no dull my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mine. Now they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, make them decide. They say women no feel make 'em, they prove them wrong. Every step I take, now so I they come strong. See my sisters with their eyes, with they stand tall. Nobody feel reduce my level, now God they call. Na, 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 na. Now me they run my world, no doubt my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mine. Now they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, make them decide. Me they run my world, no doubt my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mine. Now they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, make them decide. Celebrate yourself, make we loud our voice. Now we dey shine, no be by choice. Together we dey, now we be the force. Girl, live your dream, no remorse. Now our time, make we dey bold. African woman, we dey stand gallant tall. Nothing fit break us, we dey complete. With confidence, our story dey sweet. I know they look for trouble, but I get my fire. If you touch my crown, you go tire. African beauty, skin they glowing. I know they fake 'em, now real life they show me. Now me they run my world, no down my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mind. I they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, made them decide. No down my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mind. I they walk with pride, no fear hide. Queen of my life, made them decide. Then say women no feel make 'em, now they prove them wrong. Every step I take now, so I they come strong. See my sisters with their rise, with their stand tall. Nobody feel reduce my level, now God they call. No down my shine. If you talk anyhow, I know they mind. I they
What's good? What's good? What's good? Sorry, I was just muted. What's popping, yo? We in the building, yo. Smoked out society, man. Donald Trump is just spiraling out of control. He is just spiraling. It's just forget about it. Just unheard of, unfucking third of. It's just the shit that's going on is just ridiculous. He's being caught in hoarding secret weapons, all kind of shit, bro. Still doing the TSA employees dirty and everything, which makes no sense or nothing like that. So it's like, yo, this whole shit is just wild crazy. Yeah, but like I said, Donald Trump is spiraling out of control. You already know Midas touch and everybody else is on it. This nigga is out of his rabbit ass mind. Iran rejected the deal. We're basically screwed right now. We are basically fucking screwed right now. Let's see what Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about. She's up here spitting some spew and shit. So let's see what's popping with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hey, leave that alone. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. And that's another thing that I said. You want to start a war, Donald Trump? That's okay. Just make sure your sons are a part of this war. Send your kids out there too. You sending everybody else's sons and daughters. Make sure you send your three kids out there. Make sure all of them are out there. Don Jr., Byron, and what's the other one? Fucking shit. What's his name? It's three. He got three fucking sons. Don Jr., Barron Trump, and the fuck is the other one's name? Hold on. Donald Trump's three sons. Eric, there you go. Send Don, Eric, and Byron all the fuck out there. Make sure all three of your sons is out there in that war, bro. That's all I care for. Make sure you send them three motherfuckers out there. And wipes all that up. Exactly. Big time. Was good, Jamal X. Was good. Was good. Was good. Like I said, people, Marjorie Taylor Greene is twisting the shit out of this motherfucking knife. Oh wow, this whole time this been playing and you guys haven't been hearing it. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and unmute this shit. Fuck. What's good though, man? What's good? I'm sorry about that, people. Sorry. Let's go ahead and play. Marjorie Taylor Greene is just finishing Donald Trump. Listen to this. She's ending him. I'm trying to roll up too, so I apologize. That's why that shit was muted the whole time. Check this shit out.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is not going away. She remains more than a thorn in Donald Trump's side. She is a knife, like protruding out of him, that she continues to twist
good,
all of that Big Mac goop all over his sides. And Marjorie Taylor Greene just did it again. After Donald Trump not only suffered a brutal humiliation, but got exposed to what is coming only a few months down the line in the midterms. And it is all while Marjorie Taylor Greene continues to rail against Donald Trump's illegal war and cause problem after problem after problem for him. And those problems have manifested into election losses. And they have hit very close to home, like last night when one special election really perfectly teed up Marjorie Taylor Greene to go off on Donald Trump and say what he is fearing most. But it all begins with what happened inside Mar-a-Lago, or I guess I should say around, that is clearly driving Trump crazy.
How delicious for Democrats this morning. My goodness gracious, they're waking up. Maybe they're going to get brunch at Mar-a-Lago and say, yummy, yummy, because this result will make their stomachs feel quite good indeed. Florida's 87th House District election margin. Sarah is laughing over there. Look at this. In 2024.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, hot shot. I'm good. Doing a little live before I go to my son's football practice. Take my kid to football practice. I got a late evening tonight. I got to go to work later on tonight. Over here, deciding let me do a quick live before I go to football practice to see what's popping off. Because as y'all already know, the government is still technically shut down, and it's fucked up, man. And it looks like the predictions are fucking turning out to be true. Like I said, the government has been shut down since February the 13th, man. You do the math, man. You do the math. February 13 to March 13, that's a month. We about to go into motherfucking April and the government is still shut down. 56 was the last time. 56 days was how long the last time it fucking was shut down. They're predicting this shutdown to go 9 months, people. You know why 9 months? Because in November, when they vote and they take back over the House and the Senate, that's when they'll be able to reopen up the government, that Donald Trump won't have the power. Right now, if you are paying attention and you're doing your math, the Republicans are already secretly planning a coup, man. They're secretly already getting shit set up to go ahead and try to open up the country and hit Donald Trump with the 25th Amendment. Jamal X said having these people are making lots of money, making videos on Trump, but Americans have a $30 trillion spending power. We have to strip the government of their power. It's time. I agree with you. You know why we need to strip the government of its power? Because they're not using their power to control Donald Trump. You're allowing this man to do whatever he wants. He stole all that money and oil from Venezuela and put it in offshore bank accounts in other banks. How the fuck is he taking American money, American dollars, and putting them in private offshore bank accounts? Who the fuck is Donald Trump? You got insider trading with Donald Trump. His son the other day did an insider trading. Hold on 1 second. His son the other day did an insider trading where he was told about something. He invested 25, was it 25? I think he invested 25 or $30 million of his money, Byron Trump. And when it was all said and done, he flipped that to $170 million. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If that's not insider trading, I don't know what else it is, yo. Y'all already know. Our Society Productions in the building. Y'all already know, man. If you know who I'm talking about, y'all already know. Dedicated Grind Music. Always in the building showing that love. And that's what it is, Jamal. This level of corruption is fucking unprecedented, man. And I think the Republicans realize that they fucked up. It's not working. Look, you know when I knew shit was serious? And I keep repeating this. Mississippi, Georgia is the home of the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Mississippi has been red for this entire, since elections have been made. Mississippi has always been a red Republican state. How the fuck did Donald Trump get so much fucked up that the fucking KKK done turned Mississippi blue? Mississippi, for the first time in its history, went blue to the Democrats. That's how you know Donald Trump is pissing off the wrong people, yo. Even the people that he shouldn't be pissing off, he's pissing off. Let's get back to the video, people.
Donald Trump won it by 11 points. Look at this swing all the way to the left. We got Gregory, the Democrat, winning it by 2 points in this State House special.
How do you go to plus 11 to basically outright losing it by positive 2? Jesus Christ. They should have put the negative numbers of his up there so we can see how bad it is.
Election. I will also note that they flipped a state Senate district as well further north in the state. So double fun for Democrats in a state that they have been struggling with. Democrats have lost so much power in Florida over the last decade, and then they're able to win in Donald Trump's backyard. Democrats are absolutely loving it this morning.
Democrats are surging in the polls right now. And it is not just because Donald Trump has so thoroughly fucked his presidency, but it is because Democrats, at least some, are figuring out how to offer up an affirmative vision. This is not.
Yeah, I'm about to drop the link in a couple of minutes. So we can have these conversations. Mikey Echivera on the whole set. What's good, Mikey? Give me a second. I'm going to drop the link so we can talk about it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and set this link up so you guys can come up and talk about it. Don't come up here with no crazy shit. Come on, guys. There y'all go. I just dropped the link for anybody that want to come up on the panel and talk about the situation what's going on. I just dropped the link. It's in the chat. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pin that shit. Yeah, because this shit is getting crazy, bro. There we go. There we go. No problem, no problem. I just shared the link for anybody that want to come up on the panel and talk about it.
Just anti-Trump, right? We have failed in being a party that only responds to Donald Trump. We have to talk about the systems that have been put in place in this country that have gotten us here. It is not enough to criticize Donald Trump, but criticize and call out and look to end the reign of terror that the oligarchs have carried out on this country. It is not enough to say we oppose Donald Trump's illegal war, but all new, unnecessary, forever wars started by the rich elites who don't send their kids to fight and die, or in the case of Bibi Netanyahu, send our kids to fight and die on behalf of Israel or on behalf of the military-industrial complex. That is what we have to go after, and that message is clearly resonating. It did in South Florida, and it is across the country. I think Jason Crow is doing a great job delivering it, and it is the perfect lead-in to what Marjorie Taylor Greene just said.
Well, Anna, I'm just thinking about my time as a young paratrooper during the invasion of Iraq and then later as an Army Ranger in Afghanistan, where we spent $5 to $8 trillion in Iraq and Afghanistan, 20 years. We spent all that time to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. And after 10 years in Iraq, we pulled out and ISIS then took over. So we have a bad history of regime change and nation building that ends up poorly, and not just ending up poorly, but thousands of American troops die, trillions of U.S. taxpayer dollars spent. And I'm looking at the chronology here of Iran. Let's take a step back and actually look at the chronology. You had a deal that was negotiated by Barack Obama that had IAEA monitoring, that had limits on nuclear program, that had civil nuclear cooperation, all of the elements that the Trump administration is pursuing now. We had that deal. Trump comes in his first administration, tears that deal up. We've been spending the last 7 years spending money, saber rattling. Now we're at war with Iran. Service members have died. We've spent tens of billions of dollars to go back to the Barack Obama deal. So what is Trump doing here? This is why Congress needs to get involved. This is why we need a strategy. And this is why we actually need a real debate on this and why authorizations from Congress are so important.
This is all pointless. There is no point to what Donald Trump is doing. There is no end goal. Nothing that he says about the negotiations that are happening are even remotely true. It is all fanciful. Even Donald Trump's gift that he got from Iran was a lie. I want to talk about that just in a little bit after we get into what Marjorie said. But let's do that. Let's get into what Marjorie said because it's driving Donald Trump crazy. Marjorie Taylor Greene goes nuclear on Trump as Dems flip Mar-a-Lago. A former President Trump loyalist has twisted the knife after he suffered a humiliating loss in his own backyard. Reacting to the news that Democrat Emily Gregory captured the Florida State House seat that includes his Mar-a-Lago resort, former Trump cheerleader turned nemesis Marjorie Taylor Greene delivered a stark warning. Revisiting her regular concerns about Trump 2.0, she posted on Twitter this morning, complaining that the 79-year-old had effectively turned his back on those who put him into power. Turning your back on your campaign promises and many disgusting behaviors like calling one of your top allies traitor, referring to herself for releasing the Epstein files, and refusing to go along with MAGA apparently has consequences. She unapologetically ranted. Donald Trump is, of course, suffering brutal blow after brutal blow in these special elections, with Marjorie Taylor Greene saying 26 is gone, but keep putting Americans last and 28 will be too. Indeed, Gregory's narrow win could be a sign of things to come for Republicans and the Republican Party ahead of the midterm elections in November. While she won the district by just 2 points, the results mark a dramatic 21-point swing. Her victory comes as the Trump administration is locked in a war with Iran and with kitchen table issues that affect everyday Americans tossed to the wayside. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene giving a warning of what is to come in the midterms is no surprise. But that last little bit at the end of her post, that last little bit, everything's gonna go wrong in 2026. We already know this. You're already done. No. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene's warning. But what's her foreshadowing? Keep it up, and the same thing could happen in 28. Little bit of wiggle room there, right? Little bit of wiggle room. Unless we change course, says Marjorie Taylor Greene, unless we start a new MAGA movement, says Marjorie Taylor Greene, unless someone, I wonder who that can be, emerges as the face of a new Republican Party post-Trump, everything is done for. Who is Marjorie Taylor Greene alluding to? Who is Marjorie Taylor Greene? She's talking about herself. She's talking about herself, or she's talking about Thomas Massie. She's talking about Tucker Carlson, 3 people who I believe will all run for president. And that is going to, more than anything, I think, destroy the Republican Party. And here's why. Donald Trump is not a person who will be able to sit back and watch a 2028 primary without truly suffering a psychotic breakdown. Like, Donald Trump will be throwing ketchup at the walls, that the attention is not all on him. And it's the reason Donald Trump hasn't given an endorsement to Marjorie. But if he gets wiped out in the middle, what's coming? If he has a Marjorie Taylor Greene, maybe
I see you in the back, Jamal. I'm sorry about that, bro.
Are you? What's poppin'?
What's good? What's
you
good?
Hear me?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I must got a little lag or something.
I can hear
man.
you. Yeah, you probably it's a little laggy and stuff like that. Other than that, though,
Yeah,
what's good, Yeah, leave and come back in. Leave and come back in. Talk your ish, Jess is on the whole set.
Salute, Jess.
This shit is crazy, bro. Y'all already know the queen of the fucking Rico squad. She's in the building. Bro, this shit is getting out of hand, bro. This shit is truly getting out of hand. I think Jamal's having a little bit of internet problems. Give him a second. I think he's going to come back in. Breaking up real bad. He froze. There we go. All right, we good now. You moving. Okay, I can't hear you. Now you can't hear you now. You good. The video's good. It's just the audio. I can't hear you. Can't hear nothing. Yeah, leave and come back again. This shit is acting crazy, bro. Yeah, even Jess says she can't hear you. So just in case, it's not me. Yeah, it's crazy, folks. This whole situation is getting disgustingly out of fucking whack, bro. Something needs to happen, bro. Something needs to give. It just testing. Say something.
You hear me?
Yo. Now there we go. We good. Clear as day now.
Yeah, man. I want to give you major salutations for staying on track, man, about this, because this is really serious, and people unfortunately in our communities, they're not paying attention to the politics, which is going to dictate what goes on in the future as far as our lives. But exactly. this dude is I applaud him because he's exposing what everybody been knew, that is corrupt. The whole government is corrupt, man. They poisoning the food. They doing a lot of things. But like I wrote in the chat, that We got a $30 trillion purchasing power, man. If you get 1% of that, just 1% of 30 trillion, you know how much money that is?
This
You know
nigga,
what I'm saying?
he's crippling he's literally trying to cripple the country so that he can basically take over. He wants, put it like this. He's, as funny as this may sound to y'all, I believe that we're going to see Donald Trump going against Barack Obama in 2028. For some reason.
He's going to be 83, man.
Bro, they're going to try to do some fucking fugazi bullshit to let this nigga run for a third term, and that's going to force Obama back out of retirement, and he's going to wind up smoking the boots off of Donald Trump. Because I'm telling you, Donald Trump don't look like he's about to give up power, bro. He looks like he's dead set on doing some fucking Victorian bullshit, and we're literally going to have to remove this nigga forcefully out the motherfucking White House, bro. He's wigging out, bro. He's gone. You got people in his own party who are conspiring behind his back. They're trying to hit him with the 25th Amendment, but at the same time, they don't want to be the one to pull the trigger so that they can keep his constituents. My man, even Donald Trump's constituents don't want nothing to do with him, bro. Like I said earlier, when Georgia, Mississippi, who's been a red state since the day that elections have been thought of, this nigga turned that shit blue. My man, that's you fucking up. When the KKK allow a state of theirs that was always red to turn blue, you rubbed somebody wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely different, man. That's definitely different. Yeah,
he just lost Florida. He just lost Florida, Harry. Did you see this? He just lost Florida.
Yeah, he just lost Florida. Yeah.
He's done. He's done. And that's why I keep telling people, as sad as it is, it's not a laughing matter, because my wife is a government employee. That's the reason why he's not going to reopen up this government. His way of getting back at everybody is by not opening up the government and basically breaking it. At some point, somebody that works TSA or works in that fucking thing is going to be so desperate that they're going to turn the other cheek and let somebody do some stupid shit, and it's going to cost the lives of American people, bro. Like I said, I don't fucking fly anyway. But for anybody that's flying right now, you got to have heart, bro.
This dude craziness is impacting the world. People are literally dying since he's been in office, man. We're not even talking about the USAID, the food that they withheld from the poor people, which actually helped American farmers. So they destroying their own people. So now they starting to recognize it too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this guy's he's not fit mentally. He's 79 years old. He'll be 80. I think he'll be 80 next month, if I'm not mistaken.
The one thing I am going to say, though, Jamal, is I'm going to say thank you to Donald Trump for one reason. And I think everybody's going to agree with me for this. Thank you, Donald Trump, because of your insanity and your craziness, I believe once you out the White House, Congress and the Senate, they're gonna find a way to put an age limit on the presidency. There has to be. You have to put an age limit. We got a president who's shitting on himself in the White House right now. What the fuck? How much more disrespectful can it be?
And dementia grows in his family. It runs in his family. It might be, it could be possibly hereditary. So
the niggas, they're using experimental drugs on him. That's another thing. We all knew about it earlier when they were talking about they were using that old timers drug on him. Bro, you don't do that to the most powerful man in the country. You don't experiment on the president. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all tripping. This man is out there lying to the American people, telling people that they surrender. No, them people ain't surrendering. Them people are out there bombing the shit out of people.
Why would they surrender? Exactly. They winning.
Kuwait is like, we didn't even have to do with this. The fuck you bombing us for? Yeah.
Just because they associated with him. He's grifting all around the board, man. He got paid from them. He got paid from a whole, but they paying for protection. So now that they see that he's incompetent, they're like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So now he's trying to negotiate a ceasefire for like 30 days.
My nigga, 30 days, something like that. He don't understand. They ain't ceasing a motherfucking thing. They winning.
They don't trust him.
They winning right now. Why they gotta cease? I just got a memo yesterday, and I don't think I should put this out there. People know what I do. Y'all know I'm a store manager for 2 7-Elevens. We got a memo from corporate telling us, you ready for this, Jamal? This is crazy. Letting us know that this week coming up, gas is probably going to spike about $1.70. Right now, the gas is $3.89 in VA. They're telling the owners, I was supposed to call the owner and let her know, hey, corporate's saying that they know the gas is going to spike $1.70, but they said, you know, instead of shooting it straight up, if you want, it's on you to gradually raise the gas little by little. The owner was like, no, shoot that shit up. I'm not gradually giving shit. I got to pay for that fucking gas. They're not going to give me a break when I'm paying the company to bring me the gas. No, as soon as the price effect changes, I want you to change it up. Okay. Ain't nothing I can do. Got to do what the owner wants me to do. He don't give a fuck because he's still paying. I've noticed that when we've been getting our invoices, she's been paying more bread for fucking certain gases, for certain things. I've seen the price hike on her. She's like, nah, I don't care what corporate says. When the shit hit, change that shit completely. The next person that runs for president, Harry, as sad as it is going to spend at least 2 years kissing ass to repair all the damage to all of our fucking NATO friends and everything that Donald Trump has caused, bro. I was saying that the next person that would have been president is a good gig. Nah, man. You don't want to be a president. You don't want to be the presidency after this shit, bro. I feel bad for whoever
relationships that was destroyed. Just imagine, just think about the relationships he destroyed, man. Yo, he was beefing with Canada and Mexico. They right there, yo. That shit don't even make no sense. It's like, yo, what are you doing, man? For nothing, man.
You imagine if Russia reached out to Mexico and said, hey, man, we don't want no smoke with y'all. We'll give you this, this, and this, and that. Can you just allow us to walk right on through Mexico so we can hit this nigga right up in his... Bro, I could see Canada do some shit like that. They done cut off the upper east. They done cut up the upper northern United States of electricity. That's why everything is spiking. I heard right now gas in New York is about 6 and change. Get the fuck out of here, bro. 6 something for regular gas in New York.
I'm in Carolina. It's $3.69 right now. Yeah.
The next time, a week from today, we'll have the same conversation. You be looking at me like, yo, man, I ain't paying 4 and change for no motherfucking gas, bro. Nigga, I done pulled the bike out of the garage.
But this is what I say. They actually forcing us to come up with a plan ourselves just off the strength of what they doing. I reached out to Adam Mockler. I reached out to some of these people that's on it. I be listening to the same thing, but I try not to fall down too far down the rabbit hole because they still distracting too. These people are not going to be affected by the tax breaks that the billionaires are. Actually, they fall in line with that with that bill. You know what I mean? They actually going to be benefiting from it. So why not talk to your audience and explain to them about economics? I reached out. I told Adam Mockler, I was like, hey, I see you do a lot of coverage out of the country. Do you ever come to the Black and brown communities and check us out and see what's going on? And how can we fight against this? Or do we have to wait 4 years for Gavin Newsom to come in? Which is, he's also affiliated with them. I think them Oracle people, man.
Some shit. I heard some shit like that.
I think he's affiliated with them. See, this is all one giant network. They just mad at Trump because he's exposing it with what's going on. A lot of you got to understand the jail systems is going down because a lot of us not making the same mistakes that we was making when we was coming up. So these youngsters, they doing stuff. It's only heightened because of social media, but
yeah,
we're not going to prison like we used to. So it's a whole never readjustment because in 20 to 30 years, they'll become the minority, and then the Latinos will become the majority in America.
Yeah, and
this is only 20, 30 years from now.
That's why they scared. That's why Florida is shook right now. That's why he was trying to convert so many Spanish people in Florida, because Donald Trump knew that Florida belongs to Spanish people. Let's keep it 100. The majority of the people that live in Florida are either Cuban, Puerto Rican, or Dominican. Let's keep it 100. You got a couple of blacks and white sprinkle in there, but we can give Florida to the Hispanic community. Let's keep it real. There's certain states that are dominated by certain races. The only state that we can actually say is a big ass salad of a melting pot is places like New York,
Yeah.
California. What else? Texas, believe it or not, because I saw the numbers in Texas. There are a lot of blacks and Spanish that live out in Texas. By an example, you know what I'm saying? It's just the breakdown of it all comes down to the fact that he overplayed his cards. He thought he had this shit in the basket. I saw a video the other day on Instagram, and I wish I would have saved it. Some random dude, and I started watching a video, Harry. You're gonna trip out. The dude was talking about that the reason why all this is happening is because of Donald Trump. And then I was like, what the fuck you mean? Why would Donald Trump expose himself? He wouldn't want this headache. When he was president in the first term, when he left the White House, if he would have left the White House normally and not did the stupid shit by trying to take paperworks and files and shit with him, this dude said a lot of us wouldn't even be knowing about the Epstein situation. But he opened it up himself because remember when they ran up on Mar-a-Lago after he left the White House that he was no longer president because they said he had took some very important documents from the White House and from the Treasury that he was not supposed to take. Those were files that had to do with the fucking Epstein file. But Biden was so old and fucking dumb and fragile that they wasn't really looking into the shit. They didn't think that Donald Trump once again would fucking win presidency. They're like, yeah, this nigga's gone.
Nobody thought that shit, yo.
So what happens? He comes back, he builds another base, and now everybody's like, oh shit, this motherfucker.
An even stronger base.
Exactly. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker might win now. Now we look fucking kind of petty because now we're exposing everything that should have been exposed while and this is the one thing I do admit. It should have been exposed while Biden was in there because they had known when you went to Mar-a-Lago and snatched up all these paperworks and everything that he had stole that he wasn't supposed to in secrets. That should have been a red flag. That's like if me and you, I'm the president, the new president, you're the vice president. We sitting in the White House now, Harry, and we like, damn, why the fuck did Donald Trump try to steal all this shit when he lost the presidency, knowing that he's not supposed to? Me and you would have looked at each other like, yo, can we see what the fuck this nigga was stealing? Something's not right here. Why would he go all out and do this dumb fuckboy shit to take all this shit? What the fuck was he stealing? What does this have to do about? But we didn't do that. We were so focused on getting him out and fixing the damage that he did in his first term that they didn't care about that. So now that he's back in there, they had to find, and they found the fucking shit. And he did it to himself because when he came back in there, he was the one boasting about the Epstein file, this and that, and all that shit. Nigga, you set yourself up for failure. And once you set yourself up and all your Republican friends realized that there was nothing you could do to block it or cover it up, niggas started running for the border. And that's what it is. Ellen DeGeneres, gone. Oprah Winfrey, gone. Where are all these powerful people that were rocking with you on Epstein Island? To find out now that the fucking Island boys are Jeffrey Epstein's sons. That's crazy, bro. So much of Jeffrey Epstein has come out that is fucking a joke.
Who, the Island boys?
Yeah, yo, there's rumor that the Island boys are Jeffrey Epstein's two sons, bro.
Oh, shit.
There's rumors that Mandani, the mayor of New York, is possibly Jeffrey Epstein's son. Why you think when he won, a lot of people were at his crib flipping, talking about, oh, why your mom is in the Epstein files? Why is she hanging out in these pictures with Jeffrey Epstein? Why she all lovey-dovey? Why he holding you like you his son? Bro, and they still haven't corrected that yet. We still don't.
That's why I say, man, all of them are intertwined, man. They all in cahoots. They just mad that Trump is he's too frank. He's too bold with whatever with the corruption. So yeah, they all intertwined. Once the people start realizing, man, that it's way more of us than it is of them, and come up with a plan. You got to think about it. 77 million people voted for him. I think if I'm not mistaken.
It was 69, something like that. But this is what kills me.
It was high as hell. I know it was in the 70s. It was high as hell.
But this is why I say it's bullshit. When Trump was running against Biden that he lost, Biden had 86 million people show up for him, and only 70-something showed up for Trump.
Yeah.
When Harris ran for presidency, 70-something showed up for Trump and only 60-something showed up for Harris. Bro, I'm not buying that. You're going to tell me that over 20-something million people were really mad that we had a female representing the Democratic Party? Nah, man.
Yeah, you got to think about Elon Musk spent $300 million, so there was no way he was going to lose that. You're not going to spend that type of money unless you know you're going to win. That's when my red flag went up. I was like, hold up, that's not normal, you know. And then once I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's over.
Was for the machines, to tamper with the machines. He paid off some motherfuckers to disappear votes, man. I'm sorry. I believe the last election was fixed. Not the one that he claims that he lost. No, nigga, the last one that you won, that motherfucker was fixed.
That shit was definitely suspect.
Let's keep it 100.
But it's like it's like once the results come out, you got to move forward. And they like for us to keep these kind of conversations going and not focus on the real thing. Yo, we buying Tide. Think about how many different billion-dollar industries that we make contributions towards. Like just like when they stayed away from the Target. Remember when they boycotted the Target?
You see how quickly we broke them down? Target was like, "Oh, we sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, quickly."
I don't spend no money with Walmart, man. Walmart is right down the block from me, yo. And my sons and them, they don't get it. But I'm like, I got a right to spend once we get disciplined. Because I tell people, I practically work in the store. So when people shopping, I mean, people that work there, I'm like, yo, you know, they really don't care about you. You know what I mean? And I done drop jewels on them, and they still spend money there, man. This is how undisciplined we are. This is why we don't get nothing accomplished. This is why the people, it shouldn't matter if you gay, whatever you do in your bedroom is your business. Your politics, whatever you do, we got to focus on getting us together, man. And there's no way with $30 trillion we can't get something out of that, yo. Even a half a percentage of that is crazy. It's like 30 billion or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 30 billion.
You know where I think shit really went bad for Donald Trump, and I think he didn't realize it? What really fucked him over, and if you sit down and you think about it, what really pushed him over the edge that he lost his base? When he sent that $40 billion to Argentina to help out the farming and the stuff out there, my nigga, you just deported more than half of the workforce from the farmers in the United States. And then you're going to send $40 billion to Argentina for some beef. And then when the shit gets here, they find out that some of that beef had human DNA in it. Niggas was serving humans in McDonald's. Why you think a lot of these places, McDonald's, are fucking collapsing?
I don't eat meat, yo.
Places like, let me tell you something.
I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat none of that. I don't eat fish. I don't eat none of that shit.
I eat Burger King because they fucking throw their burgers with fire. They literally cook that motherfucking fire. They ain't no fried in the pan. That's the only reason why I really do Burger King, because they burning that motherfucker.
Yeah, flame broiled.
And even then, even then I'm looking at this nigga, just because it's flame broiled, it still could be human meat. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad, bro.
But regardless of the fact, genetically everything has to be modified. I don't care about what you eat. It has to be sped up because it's like 8-10 billion people on the planet. So food, there's no way a cow could be processed that fast without some kind of modification, man. I mean, we wouldn't survive. So I don't knock that. We wouldn't be able to survive. Right. You know what I mean? And even though we know it's poison,
stop fucking with it. Do it naturally, though. It's cool that they doing that, but do it naturally. Jamal, my wife came here a couple of months ago. No bullshit. About a month and a half ago with a seedless watermelon. How the fuck is that possible?
I don't eat that stuff, right?
We never even got to eat it. She left it on the fucking counter. Bro, that shit exploded. For nobody, it didn't fall, it didn't drop or nothing. It just exploded on the fucking counter one day. She's like, yo, Jose, the fucking watermelon exploded. I said, damn, which one of the kids dropped it? She said, no, it was just on the counter. I turned around and the shit exploded. What the fuck you mean a watermelon exploded? I said, that's what you get. I've never heard of seedless watermelons, pink pineapples. What in the fuck are we doing? We out here experimenting with food and all this shit now. Come on, man. You remember when Trump was the president in the first term and he was out there doing press conferences talking about the Space Force and all that shit? And niggas was nudging him like, yo, shut the fuck up. What you doing? Well, apparently Trump was really telling the truth. Look,
he can't keep his mouth closed. That's one thing we count on.
He done exposed New Roswell, Mexico, the nigga, to stick on all that to keep the Epstein files from coming out. My man, we know y'all were eating kids, bro. We know y'all were killing kids, y'all were sacrificing people, y'all were doing shit to the point where two of the most powerful people in the United States disappeared. Come on, who the fuck walks away? Ellen DeGeneres walked away from a $40 million contract. Oprah walked away from an $80 million contract to get off the TV. How in the fucking world are y'all walking away from this kind of money? Oprah, why would those girls go?
They still got investments though. You know that.
Oh yeah, it just looked bad because when the Epstein files came out, it started putting two and two together about these girls from Africa and Oprah's school disappearing and winding up just gone. Like that's really suspect. Yo, give me a second, Harry.
All right.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's very, my son is asking me something. Man.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. When you sit down and you think about the whole setup and everything, it's just wild, bro. And he really don't care, man. Because every time they ask him, like, yo, the government is shut down, bro. What are you gonna do about that? I'm not worried about that right now. I'm trying to get win this war. Nigga, you started the war that you're not gonna win, bro. Pull back. You're killing innocent people. You're not winning. They are ready to shut down the straight up humans. Nobody. You don't went on TV and begged other people to help you, and niggas straight up and said, nah, we good, bro.
I just wanted to see if you was gonna help.
You answer that.
I just wanted to see what y'all was gonna if y'all was gonna help. Remember, that's what he said.
Just like when that shit went down in Minnesota.
Control yourself, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I know this is gonna sound heartless, but when that shit happened in Minnesota, I was happy that the blacks and the Spanish didn't get involved. And to this day, I still feel that way. You know why? When a white woman gets shot in the face 3 times by y'all own and y'all out there throwing snowballs, nah, man, fuck that. Y'all good. Y'all can handle that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, had that been a Spanish or a black woman, there wouldn't have been no snowballs being thrown in Minnesota, bro. Trust me, ICE would have left Minnesota within a week or 2, bro. We would have burned that motherfucker down. You white people allowed these people to come in there and mangle y'all up. And then not only did they kill a white woman, a month or 2 later, y'all went ahead and allowed a white dude to get lit up for no reason. And they Swiss cheese that dude.
Yeah, it's messed up.
He got Swiss cheesed really bad, bro. So when it's all said and done, it's absolutely crazy, bro.
Yeah. The only thing about that is that you gotta hit him in the wallet, man. You got to hit him in the wallets. Nobody should be spending money with Amazon right now. Nobody should be doing nothing with that dude. None of them people. Nobody should be on Facebook. What's the name? YouTube is kind of neutral, but Trump sued them too.
Fuck that. I got a couple of fucking emails telling me, hey, be cautious and courteous to certain things you say about something. Get the fuck out of here. Mind your fucking business. What you gonna do? You're gonna start acting like Twitter X, where every time
you're not doing nothing that nobody else ain't doing, really. You know what I mean? You're not talking about you're not talking about overthrowing the government or nothing crazy, but financially we got to do something, man. It's no way we can let this dude just destroy everything. And like I said, I done spent money with dudes. I spent money with Hassan, trying to make presentations on economics, man, and focus on. We don't have to talk about it all the time, but we need to draw attention to that. A lot of these hardships are unnecessary. All we got to do is band together. That's it. It's simple.
We can't do that. It can't do that. You know that, Jamal. We can't do that. You want to get us band together? Put out a new pair of J's. Put out a new gaming system.
It'll happen. I just think it's.
I know it's sad that I got to say it that way, and I hope people don't take that offensively, but it's the truth, bro.
No,
Put out
I think it'll happen. I just think it needs a voice behind it. Like maybe somebody that's prominent out there. I think just doing it organically with just normal people, that's a little far fetched. But once you make these presentations to these hierarchies and make them understand that we're not trying to overthrow the government, we just simply trying to take care of ourselves because evidently they don't have our best interests in hand. It's clear, it's no way of looking around it.
I believe that the people in power should match the people that they're representing. Isn't that a fair take?
Yeah, of course. That's the name of the game. That's what politics.
A lot of our politicians are out of date. They're too old. And I don't have nothing against old people. I love me some old motherfuckers because you could pick their brain for their education.
Yeah, definitely.
And everything. I got nothing against. I love me old people because they'll tell you some shit that you be like, huh? Like, damn, and you still here with us? That's some real shit. But the problem is, we need to replace all of our politicians. People like AOC need to bump up. People like Iman she need to bump up. We need the young
politicians. President, man.
Bro, truth be told, I would love to see, and this is crazy, being that she's no longer in Texas, like she's no longer holding the Texas seat, I would love for Jasmine Crockett and Gavin Newsom to do a fucking combo and run out there.
I think it should be AOC, man. I think AOC should run for president. I don't think she's gonna get it because like Gavin Newsom got the momentum right now.
It's still sexist right now. We still live in a sexist fucking country because if that was the whole point, then Harry, we should have motherfucking whatchamacallit as our president right now, Kamala Harris. She should be President Harris right now. We shouldn't even be having this conversation right now. We should be talking about how niggas is hating on a female in there doing what our wives do at the crib. And that's what it is, bro. I believe men are scared that if they give a woman a shot, bro, and they go in there and accomplish the shit that men couldn't do, bro, we won't see a man president for a hot minute, bro.
That's why you need a damn woman president because they understand the ramifications behind what they doing. They understand that they setting the trend. You know what I mean? Even if Hillary would have got it, she would have made sure she did the job to the T so she could pass the torch. You know what I'm saying? Then the torch can keep passing. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't see. I look at everybody as human beings, man. Regardless of the fact of your gender, but you a human being. So this is what we doing. And if you're the better candidate, that I work with MAGA people. I work with them, and a few of them are racist. You can tell they're racist, but
of course,
some of them actually are not. They just so brainwashed from Fox News and Newsmax and whatever they see with them with the right wing. See, I'm nonpartisan. If I was to do anything, I'll probably be an independent. I'm not. I don't believe in politics. They're not there to help us, man. It's not designed for them to. They could easily come, like I told you, they could easily just come up with a plan just out of that 30 trillion to give back to the communities.
And I'm telling you, I was one of those people that drank the Kool-Aid. And I tell everybody that watches my shows that ever come on here, when Trump ran the first time, I was on that Kool-Aid, bro. I tell a lot of people, I don't give a fuck. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I really thought he was going to come in and turn the establishment on his back. Like, fuck you Republicans, fuck you Democrats. I'm going to come in here and do this shit for the people. Nah. That nigga, he put a wool over everybody's face. That nigga was wigging in his first term, too. I was like, oh, I think this was a bad mistake. I don't think this was a smart thing to do. Because he went in there and just made shit crazier. Like I said, bro, he's going to go down in history as the worst president that ever fucking lived. People, so much has to be done. They got to repair the White House. They got to knock down walls. He done defamed other presidents' portraits. He done pulled portraits down of presidents that he felt were fucking cowards or losers. You can't do that, man. You in the White House doing some other unorthodox craziness, bro.
He's just pure evil, man. He's just the definition of evil. Bro.
You got to go. And like I said, this is gonna be a landslide. He's gonna lose.
He defines evil, man.
He's gonna lose in such an embarrassing way.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, he did it to himself. Now, if he would have ran straight for 3 years and did it in this last year, I could understand. But damn, you doing it within your first year. You still got.
No, this is it. After this,
Supposedly you
he can't
still
run
got
no more.
3 more years left, huh?
Yeah, I mean 2 more years. After that, he got the rest of
Yeah,
this
two and
year
some
and then
change.
2 more years. But the thing is, he really got one. He only got a couple of months left. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah,
Keep the
plus you got to
government.
think about his health. His health is not the greatest neither.
Come November,
He's not the greatest, huh?
when November comes and the Republicans lose the House and the Senate, they're gonna remove Donald Trump if he's still alive, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get removed, and he's gonna be screwed because remember he has to stay president 4 years for the statute of limitation on those 34 felonies. If you remove him with 2 years left, that's still 2 years left on his statute of limitation. My man, you going to jail. You were convicted of 34 felonies. You laughed at that judge who was supposed to sentence you. You laughed at him because you became president. You told that judge to go suck a dick. Let me tell you something, Donald Trump. That judge every day is like this, waiting to November, itchy with an ass and his itching. His ass is itchy, like yeah, motherfucker. You want to joke me? You want to play me for pussy? You better pray to God you don't lose this election. As soon as November come and they lose the House and the Senate, that judge is going to be like this.
It's a done deal, man.
He be like, yeah, send him back to me to New York. Yeah, come on down to New York, buddy. Come on. So the last time we spoke, you told me to go suck a dick and do all this other shit that I had no power, nothing like that. Can we, bailiffs, can we take Mr. Trump into custody right now? They're gonna burn him, bro. Hot shots, what's good, love? What's good?
Salute to the chat, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I said, man. I appreciate you. Because you don't really get too many people from the neighborhoods and the communities that talk politics, and that's what we really need, man. We need to pay more attention to the people that's dictating and governing what goes on in your life, man. You know, especially for the shorties, because that's what we need to get into. We got enough baseball players, we got enough basketball players, we got enough football. We own sports and entertainment. Now we need to move into the political world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We have to get into the political world. Even law enforcement, especially the medical field. You know what I mean? The medical field is huge, but we just think we placed on this earth to entertain, and we're not. We're more than that. We were the first everything, the first doctors. We was the first,
a lot of what these white
everything,
people,
man.
A lot of what these white people are becoming rich off of was because of a black person, a person of color who fucking created it and everything. That's why to this day I'm fucking mad.
So much, man.
Who knows about that black brother that created a car that ran on water? They finished him quickly, bro. They killed that man. I don't know if you ever heard of the story. It was a black dude that created, he made a car that ran on water, bro. Literally water. Went in his house, showed the people, went and got a motherfucking cup, a gallon of water out of his sink, put it in the car, and that motherfucker, he was riding around. They killed that.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the clean energy? And he's even blocking that.
Yeah,
he's even blocking that, man.
Of course, because that doesn't benefit his rich friends. That doesn't benefit Elon Musk's Tesla. That doesn't benefit. Come on, man. Or that other dude. Was it Dr. Selby or something like that?
Oh, Selby?
Come on,
yeah,
man. That Selby was speaking. He was preaching, bro. Every time somebody comes up with a hack or something to fucking like I said, you're not gonna sit here and tell me with the way that we are. Let me tell you something about the United States. That is one thing I've always said. When it comes to backwards compatibility, we will deconstruct the shit out of anything we find. So when that shit, when aliens or some shit visits us and we will break that shit down piece by piece, put it back together, make that shit work even better. That's the type of people we are, bro. So you're not gonna sit there and tell me that the motherfucking planet Earth, the United States of America, not even that. Fuck the United States. Let's go as far as Japan, China. Them niggas go to school 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You're not gonna tell me that these people ain't come up with a cure for cancer, for AIDS,
plenty of things,
for any fucking.
You see, they don't even let their EVs hit the market over here. So you already, because all they want is 10,000. They don't even let their EVs hit the market over here, man. That's to show you. That's
Come
to show
on,
you
man.
how advanced they are. But here, you gotta have money to be highly educated. You gotta. It's not stressed. It's not. They don't look at it as important as other places because, like you said, it's so diverse here, and they don't want the population educated. Just like they don't even like us talking about the spending power. They don't even like that. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we struggling for nothing. You got Shaq, he got 40 businesses, 40, 50. Why do you need all of that stuff? Why you don't build a factory? Why you don't put a factory in the community, put your people to work?
High up for black people.
I don't get it. Yeah. And then
Prime
you look at stuff
example.
and you see made over here, made over there. Okay, man. Well, let us invest in the jobs. If you don't want to pay us for it, we can invest in it. They don't want to
Nah,
teach us none of that stuff.
you know why they don't want to teach us none of that and we don't want to learn? Because let me tell you something. You can go right now and develop something, and that shit'll blow up. Instead of the black and Hispanic community coming and supporting you and making sure you stay at the top so that we can have a black person up there on that level, they're not gonna do that. You're gonna have that one asshole that's gonna be like this.
Yeah,
Man,
but
how the
it
fuck
takes
can I
time,
take
Havoc.
that?
Yeah,
exactly.
it
But
takes
you're gonna have
time.
that one
It takes
person
time.
instead of saying, "Let me big up my brother Harry." Nah, how can I take that shit from him? How can I bring him down? And that's our problem. We don't know how to help our own out. We want
But
to
not
either
not
take.
everybody thinks like that though. But you got the
That's true.
majority of people that don't
That's
think like
true.
that. You
That's
do have
true.
you do have you know everything got percentages, and you will have I say the vast majority out of 100. I say at least over 60% of people want to see people do better. But do you do have that percentage that'll keep you down? But
That
it's just
40%.
it takes a long time to be deprogrammed. It's not going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? In order to break the structure, the shit, the mental shackles. It's going to take years. It's going to take years because we just so accustomed to everybody worrying about just themselves. They're not worried about nobody else. As long as I'm good, I'm straight. I make
Yeah.
$80,000 a year. This person make $30,000 a year, and
Oh well.
not realizing that what we got to do is just put the right presentation together, and don't scare the government, and make them understand that it's just like anything else. This will increase profits. So you want to become a trillionaire? If the economy, everybody's contributing to the economy, now you could become a trillionaire if that's what you want to do. If you that obsessed with becoming the first trillionaire, let the people help you, but don't try to take from us and keep us down.
Exactly.
It don't make sense.
Only president that's ever been in the White House that has made money as a president, which is basically illegal and against the fucking
It is
law.
not. It's not basically. It
You
is
make it
illegal.
straight. You done made $2.4 billion since you've been in the White House this year. My nigga, where you getting this money from? How are you making money as a president? You're not supposed to be doing that. Your son
The grip,
just
man.
got blessed. Why isn't his son being investigated? Barron Trump. I ain't got nothing against the young nigga. But you took $25 million 2 hours before a certain stock or something, and then that shit turned into 175 million. Bro,
Yeah, I don't even
that's
think he did that, man. Somebody probably did that shit for him.
trader. That was insider
Oh yeah,
trading.
no doubt.
So, like,
Marjorie Taylor Greene benefited from
y'all
insider
making
trading.
cake. All the Trumps are making cake.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene
Yeah, they making
made the money.
cake, bro.
Uh-huh. That's what politics is.
That's
It's
what
a
she
grip.
mad blowing them up now.
That shit is a grip. That's all it is. A
Shit
big
is
grip,
sad.
man. It's a big grip. It's a big grip. All of them gotta. You don't get to those levels like that without having some dirt on you. They can't let you. They just can't let you in. You can't come in there squeaky clean and not be with the program and understand there's certain things that have to take place. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, we definitely need them over there. We don't need them. Not understand that. That's why people move, and it's like, okay, you moved out the neighborhood, but the conditions are still the same. Why? Why is it
Exactly.
that? Why is it that everybody keeps moving? You benefited, but the conditions. All you got to do is put a factory, or that's all we need. We don't even need that many. 10 to 15 factories. You good money, yo. That's all
It's
you
like I
need.
said, if every rich person Not every rich person, if every black or Spanish person that left the ghetto came back to the ghetto and invested a little bit, yo, the ghetto will no longer be the ghetto. Just think about the power. Prime example, let's go by borough, the Bronx alone. If J-Lo, Fat Joe, Roseanne Darcio would have just invested a little bit of money into the Bronx would have been legit. If people like Jay-Z, Diddy, Biggie, other people, millionaires, would have put a little bit into Brooklyn would be good. Queens, motherfuckers like Nas.
Yeah.
You got all these others, like, yo, you
50
people
Cent.
in power, 50 cents. Y'all got the money to spend to build shit in your neighborhoods, to put it on the map.
It gotta be something in it where they can't do it. That's the only thing I could think of. They gotta be instructed. There gotta be some kind of instructions to them that you cannot help your community. It gotta be like that. I can't see as many black and Latino entertainers they are, sports and entertainment, music entertainment, that they wouldn't come together. You know what I mean? It gotta be something in the rules, man. Just think about it. Juan Soto just signed the $750 million contract, man.
But respect to him, what did he do? He went back to the Dominican Republic and he built a fucking school. He went back to the Dominican Republic and he has a school being built out there, and I think and 2 supermarkets or something like that. So this is what I'm talking about. Some people go back and invest to help the community. You know what I'm saying?
Man. And people don't understand the contributions that, even if people don't like, I don't watch the NFL, I don't watch basketball, I don't watch MLB, but you got to understand the sponsors. So you paying a salary. Because each team, the NFL gets 300, each team, there's 32 teams. Look at this right here. Each team get $340 million from the network before the season starts. It don't matter if you got the worst franchise. You could be the Jacksonville Jaguar. Who's the Jets?
I know.
Everybody get $340 million, and
Just
people
so
not paying attention.
Exactly.
Yeah, $340 million, man.
And that just changed because 2 years ago it was only 280. It was only 280.
But it goes up.
They go up every year.
Yeah.
So just so that people could watch their fucking teams on TV, these niggas get 340.
I just say Sunday we turn the TV off. We don't even watch it. It's 330 million people that live in America. All right, just say 180 million of us, we don't watch TV for that day. They lose bread. But we so trained and accustomed to just going with the flow. A fucking Pepsi went from 75 cents to $1.50, and we still buy it. And the gimmick is, they teach you. They be like, we're not forcing you to spend your money, which is true. That's true. They don't put a gun in your head and be like, hey, you got to buy Pepsi.
No.
But you got to just refrain from certain things.
Yeah.
It's simple, man.
Just like when in certain states, the food stamp shit has changed. Now you can't use the food stamps to get certain sugary foods, candy, and all that stuff and everything. People mad about that. But I think that's
good though. That's not bad though.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. There's all that sugar, man.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen herself is in the building. And you're muted, love.
I know I'm muted because my surroundings is dumb loud.
Okay, what up? What's up? What you been up to?
What's good, Harry? How you doing?
Hey, man, laying low. Appreciating the conversation, man. You got to keep your foot on these dudes next with this politics, man, because they doing bad out here. They doing real bad, real nasty work.
Yeah. I'm proud of Havoc. He's doing good. He's keeping up the good work and everything. He's keeping people informed, up to date on everything. He's doing good, and I'm proud of him.
Oh, yeah. No question.
And of course, I come on the panel, and he leaves the panel. Asswipe.
Yeah. I think you're dealing with the kids, man.
Everything is good. Living day to day,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all we can do, just until we wake up out of these comas and force these people to do their jobs. That's it, man. Do your job, man. And if they feel like they
Yeah.
can't do it, we have to come up with a solution ourselves, man. There's no way you can watch somebody destroy something and just be cool with it. And then we gotta wait 2 years for him to get out. Nah, that's too long. A lot of people gonna
Mm-hmm.
die. People are dying. You
Yeah.
know, there got to be some kind of sense of urgency.
Yeah. It's sad, but unfortunately, that's how things. Unfortunately, that's how the things are going now and stuff like that. But I just came up here real quick just to say what's up to you guys.
Man.
When Havoc comes back to the panel, let him know I came up to say what's up to him and to salute him for the work he's doing. But he dipped off the goddamn panel, so I'll catch his
Right.
ass later.
I
No,
But
you're
good to
not.
see you,
I'll tell
Harry.
him. Oh, there you go.
I heard.
man.
I was giving my kid his football gear. He got to get ready. We got to get up out of here in a little bit. Take him to football practice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna pop
okay.
back up, man. Yeah, I just want to say much appreciation, man, and
Definitely.
yeah, just we gotta keep this going because people in our neighborhoods and in our communities, they're not even paying attention, man. And
And I agree
it's
with you.
don't understand the seriousness in it. It's very serious.
Yep.
I think the
Yep.
curriculum in school does need to change. I think we need to start teaching these kids instead of teaching them old shit. We need to start teaching them spending habits, how to pay bills, how to manage money, how to communicate.
Economics, right?
Economics. Basically, that's what school needs to be, man. We need to. That's what needs to end. Once
Yeah,
we do
it
that,
needs to happen. It needs to happen in the schools as well, but it also needs to happen in order for it to start in school. It needs to start at home first. You got a lot of parents that once their kids come out of school, that's it. They're done teaching. No, that's not how it should be. You see it over here, it doesn't work like that. Over here, my nephew is about to be 13 years old. He has a debit card and he knows what savings is. He knows what structure is. He knows his spending limits. He knows about, the difference between what I want and what I need.
Definitely.
He knows how to, whatchamacallit, he knows how to divide his things to where this is gonna go for this is gonna go for that. Okay, I want this. So what I'm gonna do, if I get 50 here, I'm gonna put a little something here towards that. We teach him all of that stuff, We teach him how to go to the stores. Listen, you need to now learn how to buy your hygiene products. You need to learn what it is if you want your groceries. We teach them all these kinds of things. We take them when we go out on the weekends. We take them with us to the stores. Not, because damn, we have kids, we have to take them. No, we take them so that we can teach them structure, So before we sit there and we say that it has to start in the schools, no, it has to start at home first. Because we have to remember that if we're not teaching them that at home first, they're not going to want to learn that at school.
That's absolutely right. That is.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree with Havoc. I do think that in schools, they kind of need to change the algorithm and they need to start teaching them new things instead of the old things, because a lot of the times what ends up happening, like the other day, my nephew was telling me, oh, Titi, we're learning this, in school now. And I'm like, what the fuck? I learned that shit when I was in fucking elementary school.
Damn.
Like, why are y'all still on that? So I definitely think that they need to update their program and they need to start teaching children the now. They need to start teaching children the now because let's face it, the world is way more advanced from when we were in school.
No question.
So start teaching children what they need to live now because the children are the future. So they need to learn because the shit is changing every fucking day. Shit is becoming more advanced every single day.
But you got Jess, you got to think about this.
We're preparing them more for the past. We're not preparing them for the future. The schools are preparing them for the past.
Yeah. But the person that's over the Department of Education is Linda McMahon, yo. This is the wrestling people.
Yeah, listen. The other day he got caught speeding on the fucking highway, and he walked away with a slap on the wrist. Okay, let that have been a fucking Latino or a black person, it would have been a whole different fucking story.
No question.
They said he was doing over 90 over the limit. Like,
Yeah, he was drinking as well. So do I think that Linda McMahon is the right person to be head of education? No, I do not fucking think that. I do not think that. A woman who sat there on a
That's
stage
crazy.
allowing people to slap her and beat her up and do all kinds of stunts and stupidity just for fame and
Right.
fortune. No, I don't think that you should be running the
Exactly.
Board of Education.
Right.
that's a whole fact, people.
Yep.
Mhm.
But I just came up here real quick to talk my shit, to tell
All
Havoc
right,
that I'm
salute.
proud of him, you know, to keep up the good fucking work and stuff like that. He already knows I'm always watching his back, even when my face isn't shown. And I will definitely catch you guys later. Harry, it was good to see you. Hot shot,
Same
good to
here,
see you.
Queen. Much love,
Salute
yo.
to
Much love.
everybody in the chat, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right,
Definitely.
Hab, man. I know you gotta do your 1-2s with the seeds, man.
Yeah, I gotta
Yo,
go,
You already
guys.
know it.
salute. I'm gonna pull up, man, the next time. You know how we do it.
Yeah, you already know, man. I appreciate everybody that was in the chat, in the building, especially those in the bushes. It's okay to say hi every now and then, but y'all already know, man. I'm that man. I'm 3E. I'm the problem child and the devil's advocate. This is Smoked Out Society, home of the Rico Squad. It's my boy Harry, and we in the building. We out of here, folks. Y'all already know, Smoked Out Society. We out, people.